Credit Suisse delaying filing its annual report after a last-minute call from the SEC. Let's bring in CNBC.com banking reporter Hugh Son. The equity, Hugh, is trading, I think, under $3 at this point.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you can't do very basic things like file your 10K. And certainly that's the case here. And it has more to do with things that are historical in nature. In their statement, they said this has to do with certain accounting measures that they did, which are potentially incorrect for 2019 and 2020. So, they're saying there's nothing wrong with their 2022 figures. However, they need to go back to the drawing board to actually release an acceptable 10K filing, and that's going to take some time. And certainly that hasn't done the stock any favors, Kelly.
Well, and elsewhere, I mean, it's sort of the least scathed bank today. Hugh, what are you hearing about what's happening at Silicon Valley Bank and the fact that we're seeing banks with a lot of these losses from Fed rate hikes across their portfolios of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities?
Yes, Silicon Valley Bank down an astonishing 55% the last I looked. There is a lot of pressure. And take a step back. What I see happening is essentially, the banks with the most exposure to the frothiest asset classes of the pandemic, that would be startups and crypto, are under the most pressure. So you saw that obviously earlier with Silvergate saying that they were basically throwing in the towel, they're winding down operations. And in this case, Silicon Valley Bank is under pressure because, their main source of funding here is the VC community. Obviously, they're burning cash. They're sucking up their reserves, causing a hole in the balance sheet of Silicon Valley Bank and essentially forcing them to sell assets they would prefer not to sell because they're underwater. They're bonds that have decreased in value as the Fed has increased rates. And so this is increasing pressure on Silicon Valley Bank and a few other names that are highly levered to things that are now suddenly out of favor, Kelly.
Also news affecting JPMorgan Chase, Jes Staley, a banker who worked there with apparently some ties to Jeffrey Epstein. What's the brief thumbnail on that, and how much tarnish is going to attend to JPMorgan Chase or its CEO, Jamie Dimon?
It's hard to say. Certainly, this marks a turn in their case in which for a while they were actually defending Jes Staley, who was their private banking chief, head of investment banking, and head of wealth and asset management for a while. So he was a long-tenured, multi-decade JPMorgan executive. And certainly, it looks like that they've suddenly decided to turn and basically, say that he was actually the nexus of problems, that he should have escalated, the reality of his relationship with Epstein earlier. And as a result, that he is exposed to all of the financial downside of this.
Absolutely.
And that's also including up to $80 million in financial clawbacks on comp.
Absolutely. Hugh, thank you so much. Our Hugh Son, we appreciate it.